throw on the halfway line then. Barnett down the line, spectacularly cleared by Creswell. Broadhead, brilliant vision now. Kakache's made an impact since he's come on, and now he's headed it forwards, drives it into the box. Good clearance by Phillips, who's been so solid at the back for Stoke. And Doyle is robbed. Great work by Brosnick. 2-on-1 break now. Stoke can finish this here. 3-on-2 break, and it's carried on by Baker. Fed to the right, Cisse cuts into the box, drills a shot. Good save again by a Okonkwo corner. And well, 30 seconds left of the added 4. That probably will be it, won't it?
Yeah, I thought Doyle had handled it, and then he just turned into trouble really without just getting that ball away from the press. I think he had Max Cleworth next to him. He could have played or just knock it forward. And it just now, Wrexham fans heading for the exits.
Well, Stoke have had 2 yellows given to them at the end of the game, and you'd think there should be a third here because they still haven't got anyone across to take the corner. Creswell and Thomas walking very slowly and then encouraging the Stokes fans to clap. I'm surprised the ref hasn't done something about that. Anyway, it's going to be taken short. Creswell pretends to take it and doesn't. Thomas flips it into the near post. Cisse goes down and the ref gives the goal kick quite rightly. Again, could have been yellow for diving. Okonkwo with the goal kick. We've had 26 seconds over and the referee is not going to penalise that time wasting. The final whistle blows and Wrexham's unbeaten run comes to an end in frustrating manner. Stoke are right up there, they're a strong side, but it was a fluke of a goal really. Thomas sweeping it across into a good area from the wing, which looked to take a nick maybe off Kiefer Moore about 15 yards out, and looped into the ground and beyond. Okonkwo had no chance, and that was a decisive goal. Wrexham in the first half did all right, certainly weren't troubled defensively and had some promising moments, not least when Longman had an open goal after a great breakaway ended with Kabore's driven shot being well saved by Johansson, but Longman hit the post when the goal was gaping and the chance was gone. Second half, in all honesty, Wrexham didn't really get things going until we started making substitutions. Manhoff cut inside and hit the bar. But again, a game of few chances, and when Broadhead came on and Kakache on the left, Wrexham started to look at least a bit more threatening and a bit more positive, and didn't work Johansson enough, but showed spirit and heart once more in front of an impressive following from North Wales. There were chances near the end for Stoke, mind. Okonkwo making a brilliant save, and Sober Thomas was one-on-one in the second minute of added time. Wrexham then broke and had real opportunities to put a killer ball in and couldn't quite get it right. Okonkwo with another sharp save at this near post again from a shot from a tight angle by Cisse. Ultimately, I think Wrexham can reasonably say we've done all right away from home against a strong side, and we're unlucky with the goal we conceded, but didn't do enough to score.
Yeah, I think that's the sort of main headline from today, if you like. Again, positives to take, but also massive frustration because, listen, I think they obviously gave up a few chances towards the end of that game that Stoke really should have put away. I'd quite like to see the sort of expected goal stats from it, but that's always going to happen when you go in, you know, like we sort of threw the kitchen sink at it really. When you look at, you know, obviously moving to a back four and whatever, that, you know, that's always going to open us up massively. But I think there will be great disappointment because obviously in the fashion that we conceded, but also in the fact, like you say, we didn't anywhere near enough challenge Johansson in that Stoke City goal. Listen, this Stoke City side is a top team. They've shown that this year so far, and I'll be surprised if they're not right up there come end of the season. They have the best defensive record in the league so far, so it was always going to be a tough challenge. But I just think in those last bits of the final third, we weren't quite at it today. I'm not sure why that is, but we have to say positives being Broadhead looked really bright coming on. Kakache, another one. So there's, you know, it's a quick turnaround now. We go straight back home on Wednesday as we still look to get those first 3 points out the Stoke High Ras, and hopefully we can do that. But massively frustrating one, I think, today for those Wrexham boys.
Defensive unit looked good. I thought the 3 centre-backs stood up well to Stoke. Okonkwo, of course, making those saves at the end. Yeah, so that was a positive. but ultimately, yeah, weren't able to get enough forwards until we made changes, like you said. And then also at the end we threw Sam Smith on. We go to the diamond. We've got a lot of attacking players on the pitch then. But yeah, defensively I thought we looked solid, and it's a fortunate goal that beats us.
Yeah, and it's, sadly it's one of them again where we're probably going to look at that long run chance in the first half, like that we've seen a number of times sadly in games so far this season. You think back to the Birmingham, we had a big chance in the first, a number of big chances in the first half. Think back to Southampton, Lewis O'Brien had a number of chances. These moments you've just got to be clinical, but at the same time, I think this is the first game this season where we actually haven't found the back of the net. So that speaks to how our attack has been very good so far this season. Today it just wasn't quite there. Sometimes just don't have that look on the side. We saw that obviously with the goal we conceded. It'll be interesting to see what Phil Parkinson's reaction to that is. But this Wrexham side, they've got to pick themselves up quickly because straight back into things on Wednesday night, and again then on the weekend, and then obviously we look towards that cup game against Cardiff the following week.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a huge game, isn't it? Well, they're all huge at the moment. Between today and the next international break, it's non-stop and it's very high stakes. So some games against strong sides. There may be some games that on paper we go into thinking it's very, very winnable. So yeah, huge consequences, I think, in the next few weeks. It's a shame for Wrexham as we, suffer our customary defeat against Stoke. That's 18 games, 17 defeats now. But we've seen again strength in the squad. We're going to have to rotate in these coming matches. And we've seen some players coming off the bench there who can make a difference. Frustration for Wrexham, but we go again on Wednesday with a final score of Stoke City 1, Wrexham 0. We've been Mark Griffiths and Mia Roberts from Wrexham AFC.